Hi guys, good evening. Last week we talked about procedurals, procedural textures, and displacement maps. So today we're going to look into displacement maps when we want to define ourselves, what we want, how we want to the geometry to protrude from our base object. So let's get right into it. So last week we I showed you a cool effect regarding Stargate. So we can start from that. So my Stargate is this one here, and I can also show you some cool things I did in the meantime. So let's let it render. Yeah, so procedurals are quite random and they are mathematically created. The good thing is that they are how to say, we can predict that at coordinates 0, 0, 0, x0, y0, z0, we are going to be having a specific pattern. So if I define two objects with the same procedural texture and the same attributes, the same parameters, I'm going to be having exactly the same result. Okay. So what do we have here? I made some, I added some lights on there on the Stargate effect, so you can see the lights playing with that. Anyway, the animation is quite fantastic, but I haven't rendered it yet. Anyway, so now that we saw that, we are going to immerse a bit into displacement maps and what else we can do with them. So let's at first create an object. Let's create a simple quad and see how that quad responds into into our displacement map, which is going to be a logo. Actually, it's going to be a two-dimensional image that will have a logo. Okay, so let me change that, and this is our quad, and let's say displacement quad, displacement quadrangle. Okay, I'm defining the surface after I created it, pressing save, saving it in our 14th episode. Disp quad. Okay, this quad, and then let's see what else we can do with that. So let's clear everything here. We don't need that for the moment. Load my object, displacement quad. Okay, this is my object. I can have my camera in there, double enter for motion key. Okay, so this is a simple quad. Okay, and I am turning on the shadows. I'm turning shadows on so to see what great things we can do with a displacement map that will be defined by us. So I'm saving the scene as well. So say scene, oh wait, disp quad. And now that we have our object, we have our scene, we are going to define our texture. Let me show you at first. Under objects, if I have this quad selected, there is a displacement map with the T here. Okay, so This has planar image map, cylindrical and spherical image map, and then it has ripples and fractals. Ripples and fractal bumps. Fractal bumps is the one texture we used for the Stargate. So we are removing that for the time being, and let's go to our favorite painting program. Yes, and choose, say, 64 colors, high-res laced, and create and create an image with a font in it. Okay, so let's say yeah, maybe that would be nice. No, that's too small. Yeah, this one. I like this one because it's also good when it when you size it. I mean, it's ready. So let's write Amiga rules, which is a fact, of course. If you have any objections, you can post it on the chat. But anyway, we are saving that under 3D webcast episode 14 images and Amiga rules IFF. Okay, this is a white font on black on black background. Okay, so after we are done with that, let's come to Lightwave and and do the and navigate into my episode 14 subdirectory images and Amiga rules IFF. Okay, so this is my image, and yeah, first of all, let's create a planar image map for the color of the quad, just to be cool about it, and see what we did. And we did something like that. Automatic sizing creates this. Good morning, Santi from California. There. And Santi, I don't know if you've noticed, but today we are talking about displacement maps, but the ones we can define actually. So we have a bitmap. We have a 2D image. Anyway, we have an image that is black on the background and white on our foreground, the font. Okay, so that will be useful for our alpha layer as well. No worries, you just came right on time for the fun to begin. Anyway, so as we've said again, if I want the black font to disappear, I can choose my image as an alpha layer. Okay, so what this does, it says when I have black, I don't want to render the layer. When I have white, I want to render it. Okay, let's see if that's the case. Actually, we won't see anything because this is gray on black or white. But anyway, let's see a green rectangle and see what we are doing. Amazing, nothing happens. But anyway, wait a minute first. Let me do this thing. Yes, that's because I had lights from the previous object, which was the Stargate, glowing on the showing the light on my quad. So this is my quad, okay? Where there was black, now it is transparent, so I can see the background from I can see the root color of the object. So let's go and add the same thing on our and as a displacement map, because we wanted to protrude. We wanted to have a texture, a bump map, let's say. First of all, I'm going to add the bump map here just to show you the difference between them, and as well as some other requirements that displacement map needs. So let's do the same thing, automatic sizing, and I hope I did it correctly. I don't see anything changing. Let's do that to 50 and nothing yet. Let me then rotate, because you can see now we can see something. Nothing. That is interesting. Let's see if I've done everything correctly. Yes. Yes. Maybe it's the lights again. So clear all lights, and I have my default. Nothing yet. Let me reverse. No, wait a minute. What have we just done? We don't want an alpha layer on our bump map. Is it true? I can see something here, but anyway, let's turn it into a minus. No, now I have to zoom, because now I'm getting very curious about what's going on. See anything? No. Let's see again. Bump map. We chose our bump map. We did automatic sizing. We have our Amiga rules. It should be coming upwards, but since we have the minus, it will be going downwards. So we did this here. Yes, this is on 100%. Z. Z-axis, and it is correct. Once more, I want to see what's going on there. That's not enough. I don't know why. Is there any difference? Yeah, there is some texture, but let me do this. Now here's another thing. You see this is luminosity 100% and diffuse level 0%. That means it won't show any shadows, which means our bump map is useless. So what's going on there? There I have my bump map, or something similar. Anyway, I'm doing this thing again, reducing luminosity, and there I have my bump map. So this is why that happened, and because luminosity was at 100%. Okay, so minus will reverse the effect, just like a negative layer would, a negative image would do. Okay, I am removing that because we don't want that so subtle effect, if I may say so. So we're going to displacement map, and then we're having texture map, planar image map, and see what's going to happen. Automatic sizing again, Z, and let's see first on the preview what's going to happen. nothing's going to happen. And here's why. I have a quad which is 1 polygon. Okay, so I am putting more information but via the image map, more information than the polygon the object itself can translate. So if I have only 1 polygon, so it doesn't know what to do, you know, if my information is included inside the polygon. If, however, I would subdivide everything, you know, into small, very small quads, then I have a chance of the information coming out in the parts that the image is falling on the object. Let me demonstrate this one. So this is my object, you know, Shift D, and I am starting to subdivide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's enough. Now I have 16,000 points and 16,000 polygons, and I'm going to name that this quad stage 2. Okay, do displacement quad again. Yes, just let me do something here first. Let me save everything, save all objects, and then perform the subdivision again. This quad, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more, 7 times subdivision. Okay, and then save as this quad stage 2. Okay, and let's see what's going to happen now. This quad replacing object with a this quad stage 2, and now I have, oh, see, it's already protruding. So if I render this, whoa, what's going on? Wow, see, so some information has come out, and if I place it somewhat more, whoa, even on the UAE it's lagging as hell. Say Amiga rules here, and as you can see, even all these quads are not enough for an accurate representation of my texture. So let's be sure that it's happening again here. See? So now I'm going to do something more. Plus I have some non-planar polygons because I have only quads. I should have replaced, I should have actually subdivided the last stage with triangles instead. Okay, so let's do just that and do it only locally. So back into modeler, I am deleting this, importing, and oh darn, wait a minute. Now let's see, where is the yes, here. So I'll just do this thing here, maybe. I don't know. Am I correct on that? Yeah, somewhat there. So let's do that again. Or select something like this. Maybe cut a bit like this. And cut this as well. Okay, so these 5,496 quads are going to become subdivided triangles. So I'm doing an O here with to go to options, triangles, change into triangles, and shift D faced, and waiting. Hey, 74 space. I hope your tablet is showing the today's stream. Hey, or are you watching on another device? So what I did now, all these I can show you. I have statistics. I have 3 vertices. All these, they became 43 there. Now I have triangles. Very high resolution for my texture, I think. Now something interesting is going to happen. There is a possibility that my object will not be saved because I've reached the barrier of 36,000 somewhat polygons. We'll see. Let me see now. I am trying to save as stage 3. No, no, the barrier is 65,000, I think. Anyway, layout. Back to my camera, what my camera is seeing right now, and I will replace the object to stage 3. And now I have, let's see what I did now. Let's see how it will, see, yeah. Far more accurate representation of my texture. Plus, you can see actually there is a very rough division from green to white. So it's funny. It's rather interesting. One can use it to his advantage. You know, make create some cool effects. So this is the how to say the displacement map of my Amiga rules texture. This here. I can optimize it. For example, I can save the image to have exact boundaries so that I won't be looking for it, you know, and then have only the area that interests me become subdivided, you know. So you can optimize your object to be very tight, you know, when memory and rendering speed comes into play. So I'm removing that now. See, nothing there. That was a very rough example, but I, for example, can go back. I can, for example, go to modeler and then do a background image. See, Amiga rules, load it there in my Z. See there, nothing's there, but I think I know why. That's because automatic sizing there. So I do an automatic sizing. I think there it is. So if I go in, and let's say just for the sake of argument, I am loading again. Oops, what happened? No, I didn't have it. Yeah, anyway, load. Oh, it doesn't load. I don't know why. Oh, we found a bug. Let me go to layout again and save all objects just for the clear scene. Go to modeler again and try to load. No, it doesn't load. Anyway, I'll quit. and load the load Lightwave again. Ooh, why did I know that that was going to happen? Let me reset the Amiga. Happens sometimes, you know. You find some bugs that were deep underground for 20 years until you come up with a way to get them out. Anyway, again, I'm loading my displacement quad 2. Okay, so let's say I want to my background image, webcast, images, Amiga rules, automatic sizing. No, oh sorry, it didn't load. Why didn't it? Maybe this was what the bug's about. Anyway, let me load the scene. What? Did I lose everything? No, displacement quad, it's here. But I lost the scene. Maybe I hadn't saved. Anyway, let me load the object. Load object. Yeah, I hadn't saved, but anyway, so that was a bug in my brain. So there, displacement quad. Now the image is loaded inside modeler, display, background image, Amiga rules. There it is, automatic sizing. There's the bug. There's the bug. Anyway. Yep. Doesn't want to. No, wait a minute. Where's my there? Background image. No. It's not a bug. It needs an object. Interesting. I didn't know that. Anyway. So, with stage 2 loaded, and I have my Amiga rules. See, there is a. Let me enlarge this. I'm doing this. I am enlarging the viewport of interest with the right mouse button, and volume. Now I can do the volume. I can choose a volume here. Amiga rules. There is something here. There. So I'm choosing this. I'm pressing include because I want just a bit more of my boundary to be subdivided, and then Shift D. No, wait, before we do Shift D, options, make sure triangles are on, and Shift D, and we are subdividing. And that will be our there. And that will be our stage 3. Stage 3, yes, there. That's much more optimized stage 3. So replace stage 3. There. Let's see what the camera is seeing here. There. Let's do this one here. Object, rotate. There. Now I can see it. There, object, displacement map, texture, and then Amiga rules, automatic sizing, and enjoy. Wow. Great. Okay. So this is our first example. Our second example involves having more, how to say, having more shades of gray, if I may say so. So let's go. First, we will be creating our texture. We're going to Brilliance this time, and now I have let's say I have I have some shades of gray, and I want to perform, I want to have a quad, and I want to say from here to make some steps. So wait a minute, one, two, third. Every third texture is going to be having this. There, 1, 2, 3. There again. 1, 2, 3. There. 1, 2, 3. There, and black. No, actually I'll use wait a minute, I'll use another one, because black will be our background color, and it's going to be, let's copy this one here, there. So this one will become like 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. So that will count as a color as well. So let me paint that again. Let me hope I will do it correctly, because there's it's not visible. What I can do actually is I can color this. Yes. So now I see what I've been doing with my with painting here, and here one more, just to have the same height. Yes. And I'm saving that as 3D webcast episode 14 images, and let's do that. Displace disp IFF. Okay, stairs disp. Actually cancel. We don't want that. I want there. I want, and I want a brush. I want it to be a brush. So here, if you can see, this is the background is cut. So I'm going to brush, right click, don't want that, and save at once. 3D webcast episode 14 images, and say for stairs displacement IFF. Okay. Yeah, we don't need anything more. And then I can go to modeler. Yes, I can. Let me clear everything here. Start with clean slate. Clear everything here, data, and let us display here background image, load, stairs displacement, and what an automatic sizing of this. But anyway, what do we have here? Maybe we don't have anything. And see what's going on. There it is. Strange, it didn't save the whole, it didn't save the brush only. So again, interesting. Anyway, we're going to be using only the upper part. So let me make a box there. I'll do it quite a bit bigger there. Okay, undo. Or actually, wait a minute. Yeah, triangles. What am I doing? There. Okay. Subdividing triangles as well. there, 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 there. One more. Oops. And how many? I have 32,000 triangles there ready to be displaced. So I'm going to name that displaced stairs. Okay. Saved. And going to layout and loading that, loading my object, display stairs. There. Moving it front. Let me rotate that. There. There. Somewhat like 45 degrees. So that is my, this is my quad, and let's see what's going on here. I'm saving the scene this time. Webcast 14. Oops, no. Save again. Scenes. Episode 14. Displaced stairs. Okay. So, one thing I have to fix, because I didn't like the I didn't like Brilliant saving that as an image. So let me load and see what is the matter here. 3D webcast episode 14 images stairs displays. So no, the page size is correct. Change. Wait. What is going on? 350. Is there a color picker? Yeah, it is. There is a color picker there. Even so, I had my there. I had my there. Yeah, it is correct, but I don't. Aha. This must be because I dragged an even larger area here, so it saved even the larger area, but I thought it would cut away the black. But anyway, there, now I have it dead center. So you see that our area of interest here, our texture is dead center. So I'm going to save this here, volumes, and 3D webcast episode 14 images stairs displacement. Save, and quit. Bye. And hello Lightwave. Images, loading the image, back webcast, and images stairs displacement. Now you see some they look like TV bars. Okay, so now I'm going to define what I'm going to see. So if you want at first to locate your texture without messing too much with, you know, layout, layout redraw delays and etc. So you can actually have a surface color here, planar image map. So I had it, yeah, z-axis, I had it there. Let's see first what's going on. Okay, this is the thing. Automatic sizing, I'm at there, just a bit to the left, but we don't actually mind. So we want that it needed only an automatic sizing. If I want to have, you know, if I want to, I can edit that, say 1.1 and 0.42. Let's see what's going on. There should be in it. Let me give another color here. There, a red. No, nothing. So what is, yeah, I had width and height repeat on, so it's repeating the whole texture, you know, the whole time. But this time I'm gonna be having a border. Yes. Okay, everything clear up to now. So let's see what happens now if I take these coordinates 1.1 and 0.442 and use them in our displacement map. Okay, planar image map, z-axis, disable width and height repeat, choose my stairs, automatic automatic sizing, I think 1.1, I think I remember them, 1.1.42, oops, 42, oops, 42, the magic number of the universe. Wow, what happened? That is an error in coordinates. So let's see. 1.1.42. What did I write? Yeah, we have a center as well. 1.1.42. So automatic sizing first, and then we mess with that. 1.1.42, because the center had also some importance here. So okay, and let's see what we did. Whoa! So see, you can use the displacement map to actually change the face of your the whole mesh. So as I see here, there are some you know, there are some red things that have been climbing on top of our stairs. So this is the texture. Let me see if I'm correct. This is the texture because it's pixel blending and texture anti-aliasing. So if I am correct, this will be, no, it wasn't that. Maybe it is the displacement map, pixel blending, and see what happens. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's on the border, and like that doesn't know how much to stretch it. So what I will do is take the displacement map and resize it just a bit on my y-axis. So 4.19. See what happens. No, I think bigger. It has to be bigger. 43. Let's see, 43. No, actually smaller. This is funny. Here, see the border looks nice. So 41, and I think, yeah, see, there is some bleeding here. Okay, so this is what the displacement map can do. The good thing is that we can even this effect, we can animate it. So let's say, let me just save everything, and displaced stairs. What else I can, let me add some 20, 80, 240, and see what, yeah, that's more, that's a better presentation. And let me do that there. Yes. And save everything, display stairs, again, saving all objects. And I can animate the how much the effect is going to be used. So let's see here. This is called the texture amplitude. 0 is nothing. Okay, 0 is this. Nothing happens. So 1, you know, 1 is this. Okay, so let me tell Lightwave I want you to animate to frame 30, and frame 30 has to have 0.5, which was enough. Okay, and see what happens. Use texture, continue, and do it. Now we can make a preview and see what's going to happen. Okay. Whoop. So this is our animation. We just created an animation out of displacement maps. Okay, so here. There. And as if that wasn't enough, I can take this object here, this deformed object, which is in Lightwave's memory, and do a save transformed. I hope it works actually. Yeah, and it warns me select different file name for the transformed object if you want to keep your original object geometry. Continue, yes. And I am saving displaced stairs too. Okay. And with everything saved, let me see. Let me see if a new. Wait a minute. No, yeah. Let me clear the scene. Let's see if this is the case. Displaced stairs 2. This one. Yep, it worked. See? Very cool effect. So let's say I'm not, you know, let's say I like it, but yeah, one more. I would like to mention and reproduce a very famous effect from Babylon 5 with this with the displacement maps, which is actually this is actually about procedural textures using the displacement map. We can load the object as well, our displaced stairs, which would be just fine. Okay, so let me reactivate my gradient here. 120, 180, 240. There, let's see what happens. Yeah. And there is a procedural we haven't talked about, which is called ripples. So this is what they have been using for making the shadows appear and disappear. So here's how you can use it. First of all, you have to have an object that is made of triangles. You load it up and then you apply your displacement map just as I did here and choose ripples. Okay. Just see what is going on, what's happening here. So this looks like a sheet of like a sheet of paper that is, you know, which is nice. So the first thing you want to do is minimize the effect so that you can observe it and tailor it according to your needs. So first you use the texture amplitude to 0.1 and see what is, yeah, this is far more like it. And you can animate flags. See, it's like a flag or a cloth, you know, wavering on the wind. So let's see here. I think this is also animated by default. Yes, see. So I didn't have to do anything to animate it. So ripples is animated by default. And I can use this one. Let's say I am okay with the options here. I just want to have just a big greater frame count, say 100. Okay, and I want to disappear that just as the shadows used to appear and disappear on the series. So now I'm going I'm beginning to play with envelopes. Envelopes are, say, graphs that tell Lightwave when to apply an effect and when to not apply and to what degree. And as an example, I am going to tell Lightwave here that it's going from 0 to 5, from frame 0 to frame 5. I want Lightwave to do nothing regarding the displacement map. So I will be having my displacement map to 0. Okay. Then I want my displacement map to climb, up to frame, let's say frame 45. Okay. And in frame 445, I want the goal to be 0.1. There. Automatic plot limits, automatic limits, yes. And here I see a bit of a bump, a jump, so I'm pressing linear. I want this to be linear, and I want these things are going to be covered in a later episode. So the tension, pressing T, there. So I want my transition to be from 0 to 1 smoothly. If you saw earlier, before I applied the tension, 0 is kind of an abrupt change. Okay, so it's like instead of going from 0, exponentially and smoothly going to 0.1. So I'm putting tension to 1. And these things are located in spline controls. Okay, you can either put values there or by holding the T, C, or B and pressing the mouse and holding your left mouse button to change these things. But we're going to cover them in a later episode when we'll be revisiting animation again. So what have I told Lightwave up to now? From 0 to 5, do nothing. Then from 5 to 45, I want to escalate my effect. And I want my object to start disappearing at frame 30. So I am done with my displacement map. I'm using this one here. And then I want to start. I'm revisiting the object dissolve envelope and tell Lightwave from 30 to 45. I want you to disappear from 30 to 45. So from 0 to 30, I want Lightwave to have nothing, to do nothing there. Linear again, and from 30 to 45 I want my object to become 100% transparent, to dissolve 100%. Again, here I am at the frame 30. I am pressing T and all the way to 1. No, wait, no, that's not it. Why? Yeah, I'm pressing linear, but anyway, that should be. Wait a minute. Maybe this is linear too. Yeah, that was linear because I pressed linear before that happens. So now I have a very nice smooth transition, both in the beginning and in the end of dissolve. although here I wouldn't put that, but anyway. And now I am going to see what I created. I'll be saving that shadow stairs for you to play with and see what I've done with my, let's say, to 50. 7, 10, 15. Now it starts waving. Now the preview is not going to be showing the 45, but from 30 up to 45 it's going to be a fade out, for the object. So let's see, let's render that and do a 10. Wait a minute, once more, do an automatic frame from 1 to 50. Let me change that from 1 to 50. Frame step 10, so that I see what's going on here. Yep, no saving options. Frame 0, frame 10, frame 20, frame 30, and now I'm starting to having the dissolve. Yes. Ow, that was too fast. Let's say 5. There. Now you start having the dissolve, the dissolve effect, and you can actually I can actually tell it, okay, start at frame 20. So at frame 20 I am doing creating frame 20 and deleting the frame 30. Things you can do here, or you can also do with enter and delete. Great, the curve stays there, saving everything, and shadow stairs existing, and let me just create a place for you to save your animation there, just to have for playing with that. If you're a patron, you can fool around with this if you don't want to reproduce it, and and say stairs underscore, and it's ready for you to render. Save again, shadow stairs. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. Great stuff. So now you can create shadow flags. As if, such things exist. But anyway. Do you have any questions before we close? No questions. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this. I know 1 hour is quite a lot, but for tutorials, you need to have around an hour to show stuff. And what if there's anything you're wondering, you can email me at muadib3d@gmail.com. You can follow the channel at twitch.tv Muadib3D, this here. Otherwise, yeah, I think you must be a follower to watch that anyway. And or you can join Amiga Raytracing.com forum for posting your work, reading others tips and tutorials, or my tutorials. You know, there are lots of stuff there, or there are coming lots of stuff. And if you want to be a patron and support the webcast, you can go to patreon.com/Muadib3D, okay, where you can become a patron. Last but not least, a shout out for our patrons: George Sokianos, also known as Volkero, Yarla, Midwan, GS, Anthony Jarvis, and John Marchant. Thank you guys, take care, and see you next Monday, if not sooner. Bye bye.